Hello. Welcome back to Cairn. We are nearing the top of the mountain. Gradually. Slowly but surely. We just met with Marco for what seems to be the last time. Ava tried to convince him to stay on the mountain with her, and he wasn't having it. He said she was trying to kill him. Or that she was going to kill him. And he left while Ava was asleep. She seems completely headstrong. She seems completely set on going all the way. Completely unbothered by the number of people that seem terrified of what she's doing. Bundled up. It's the middle of summer, but these are the sacrifices I make. Now, let's get patched up. This gets us to our last batch of tape. I need some chalk. Have to see what I can do about that while we're here. I might have said at the end of the last one that I was going to cook before starting the next episode, but I forgot. So, we'll be done here in just a second. Here, you know what I should do is... Well, I guess we're actually just gonna leave. Thanks, Climbot. Look at that. Oh yeah, we also hit some of the nastiest climbs in the game last episode. In fact, I think we hit just about all of the nastiest climbs in the game. There are... I think there's really only one more. I don't know how much farther up it is. But first, I guess it would be good to see how much more up there is. Because it's not too much. It makes me wonder, how did a tree get up here? Why is there a tree up here at all? Oh yeah, and I'm cursed because I only lit one of the fires at the temple, so we gotta see how that turns out for me. I also got my ice gear, so I can climb ice now. Yep. So, we are headed up, naturally. I don't know when the next time is that we'll be able to get water. Hopefully, somewhere up there. Otherwise, we're gonna get really thirsty by the time we're done. Oh man, yeah, we're not as close to the top as I thought. This is not the summit. The summit's back behind it. Alright, well. Bye, Marco. Hopefully he makes it down safely. Ice is easier than the rest of the climbing. Basically, you just... wait, what are the... Oh yeah, you aim them one at a time. And as long as you're looking for these not smooth areas, you're usually fine. There we go. If something does get stuck, you can just remove it. Or you, like, charge it up, basically. Like that. I never had any trouble with this part. I don't know if it's universally considered easy or not, but I never had any trouble with it. Fortunately, you don't have to mess with putting the shoes on and off, and so you can still stand on rock, even with the spikes on. Yeah, quality of life. I'm not one to complain about quality of life, but sometimes it's a bit much. I don't think that's the case here. Okay, there we go. Basically, you just don't want to stick the picks in any of the smooth ice. I think the idea is that it's too smooth and solid and like structurally sound to be easily broken. Okay. Got distracted for just a moment. If things go well with this, we might start the first free solo run tonight. In which case, I'll be going live. I haven't decided yet. Or sorry, not the first free solo run, the free solo run. As Ava says, if you approach a problem expecting failure, you will get failure. Or something like that. That's more of a plantain. Now, I do think the plantains are pretty good food. I already have one, though. And there's something actually useful in here, but I don't remember what it is. Weighed down with stones.
Going out on the mountain.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better place either. I'll bring your message back to her.
Ah, never mind. I think maybe there's something inside. I don't remember. Yeah, we're just gonna do it with ice. Right there. Okay. That one. Good. Good enough. Okay, that. Oh, it's so bright. Good God. But that's how bright it is, so I understand why they left it that way. Alright. No. There we go. Up. about this. Oh, it is too bright, though. Oh, that ain't it. I honestly don't even know if I've ever fallen while using the ice picks. Just because it's completely different. Like, your body just interacts with the wall differently. Oh, that time I almost did. I mean, with how easy that just was, I've probably fallen from ice before. I just don't remember it. Alright. We gotta talk about this, Ava. I have no idea why that was so hard for her. There. Okay. Maybe I should have thought about this beforehand. Well, we could just skip all that and keep going. But now we gotta cut over there. There we go. Come on. That was pretty close. Oh, it's because her left foot isn't on anything. Here we go. She says, no, I don't want to get a secure hold. I want to fall. So we'll just go down. Yeah. Alright. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Okay. Get her to untangle her arms here. Alright. Spider monkey. There we go. Set this pot. Okay. So we'll go back this way. Oh yeah, this is where the, I was thinking the item in that backpack was going to be the big flask, which I think has 5 uses instead of 4. It is down at the bottom of that room. I only know that because on one of my free solo runs, I fell down there and passed out. What's that? Is this the one that makes you get high? Yeah. Cave mushrooms. Mountain cave mushrooms. Nah. Yeah, there you go. No such thing as bottomless pits in this game. So you can get down there. I know because I fell down there. From here, I think. And I did survive it. And I definitely did not question it. So, if we want the bivouac site, we have to go all the way down there. Or we just keep going. But I really do need water and to cook, so yeah, we gotta go down there. Alright, jump. Do I use the rappel or do we prepare for free solo? I think we prepare for free solo. I don't even remember descending the ice before. This will be interesting. Wait, what? Oh, there's stuff up here. Oh, oh yeah, and there's the other Edelweiss. It's up on top of that. I remember. Oh, there's my curse. Yeah, I imagine they're probably somewhat upset with me. Oh well. Seems to be going fine so far. There we go. Come on. Let go. Okay. Let go. Nope. Let go. I think maybe this region is like your little break between the two really hard parts. You know, I think after this, on the topic of like mountain climbing, I might also start doing Celeste on the channel while I'm doing free solo runs on stream. See how many mountains we can climb at once. At least in Celeste, you respawn a lot more. You let go. Okay, good enough. Nope. 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 Good enough. Okay. Let's chill for a minute. Yep, keep on going. Keep on going. Yep. So kind of what we do is okay. Now will you listen to me, Ava? Are you at least considering it? Regrettably, I do know best in this situation. Though I know we have our differences. Fine. It's like there's just barely not enough reach to get her feet down there. So we'll just chalk so I can have some stability while I sort it out. I don't think this is a good way down, but we're already here. And bailing on my dumb routes is for free solo. Ava, pick up your other hand. I mean, I would survive that if I were to fall from here. Just saying. I might be about to prove that. Yeah. I mean, really, I should just drop. Okay. Sure. Alright, what do we got here? Don't stand in that water, dummy. Hello. Hello, Mr. Water. Perfect. Yeah, look at that thing go. All the way up there. Cool. I didn't really slip at all, so that should be fine. Let's cook. Do I have any powdered stuff? Not really. I've got that soup, which I need to reheat. I'll store it for now. Let's make... What was the rice meal? It was rice and an infusion, I want to say. But I would have to make the infusion. I could do... Yeah, but I want it to go in my big one. Hang on. Let's empty this. Transfer this. And then we will fill that. And we're going to make it into an infusion here. I do still have one more chocolate. That's good. The soup was creamy, right? It's extra sweet. The chocolate's creamy, that's right. So I can mix that with tomatoes. Make some juniper tea. Alright, so shield for 3, water for 20. And that changes it to grip. Okay, but it's a strong infusion now, and I think that was how it said the rice needs to be made. How is my hunger, though? Ah. Can make rice with soup. Mountain rice. There you go. Good stuff. I kind of do want to save it for... Nah, it's fine. How do you make an Easter egg? We'll hold on to this one for now. I've got room in the bag, and that way I have something to keep me warm. Could do those. I have 2 eggs. Let's try it. Hey, nice. Chocolate eggs. I did! Great. I got the achievement for making an Easter egg. Ooh, 60 hunger. Ooh. Look at that. Wow. Okay, yeah, hold on to that. Because those are tiny, too. Okay, let's make another one of those. I'm assuming there's no real other reason, right? Yeah, but see, that kind of makes it sound like... no, I'm not sure. Chocolate tomato? No, I think it'll just make it like creamy or something. Let's try it. Just regular old chocolate and eggs. I think maybe it had to be sweet. Nope. Nope. Perfect. Excellent. So stealing the eggs is definitely a good thing. You just have to not get killed by the bird, I guess. Now I thought that if you just mix like 3... that you would get the ultimate infusion. But it might be 3 specific ones. Let's find out. Ultimate infusion, there you go. Perfect. That's the good one. That's the good stuff. Okay. Nah. Just reheat this stuff in case I find myself needing heat in the next 24 minutes. Hold on to that last tomato so I can put the... Well, what do I have that's creamy? Just this, I guess. Cool. We got some good stuff. Let me get rid of my trash. I'm sure there is some. Look at all that steam. Alright. I wish this stored better because this, you know, would absolutely work. Who's ready to be at the top of the mountain? I bet Ava is. I think these are like emergency food if you haven't like kept enough. But also all of this inventory is new because I used all my food. I used all my drink for Ava's hangover, and then I used most of my food for Marco. Yeah, I never got that one. It's a sign. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Huh. I am quite surprised, Ava. I really thought that was going to kill you. It didn't, so we're going to keep going.
Thank you.
I fully expected to load right there, but I'm actually going to have to remember that for free solo. As dumb as that is. I had planned on making that jump before I even hit the bivvy, but apparently it was fine. Hopefully that wasn't just blind luck and I don't lose a free solo run to doing it later, because I'm absolutely going to. Dead body. Hey look, more soup. I don't know why these guys thought it was a good idea to swim down here. Then again, I just kind of did the same thing, didn't I? Alright, now how the hell do I get out of here? That was the problem last time, too. I was like, okay, great, I'm down here, now what? Oh yeah, there's ice over here. Wait. I'm so glad that you don't, like, instantly drop your body temperature whenever you go in the water up here. Because I think in reality you would already be, like, hypothermic. Horribly hypothermic. Like, major organs shutting down. There we go. That was a good hold. There we go. Yeah, you have to actually, like, get the picks in there. Yeah, there you go. Make them actually split the ice. So far, I've never seen that actually, like, have a permanent effect on the ice. Hopefully it doesn't. Wow. Crazy how quickly that just, like, disappeared there. There you go. We believe in you, Ava. Alright. Most of this is pretty, like, jagged, which I would think would make it ideal for the ice pick, but nope. Looks like I am mistaken. Alright, now let's just... Oh, because it's wet. There we go. And right there. I can't see her foot. No, let's maybe work on getting some support from your foot there. How about that? Get it together. Ava, please. She's not listening to me. I did chalk up because I thought I was going to be grabbing this wall over here, but... Oh, I can... Okay. Sure. Oh yeah, that's right. The feet are the major weak point when you're doing ice. Is that... I think that's good. There we go. She doesn't have the spikes on her feet for some reason. I can't make her get the spikes out. I can only make her put the ones in her hands away. There we go. No, one more. Let's get a good one. There we go. I guess it wasn't the big flask. It was the thermos. The hot... Well, the hot toddy is the drink that's in it, but the container you get with the hot toddy is the thermos. Which is great, because I'm going to put my soup in there and then it's never going to get cold. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's just chill here for a second. Figure out where I'm going to put my feet. There we go. There we go. No. No. Nope. Well, that one was actually okay, but... Yeah, there we go. This is not a good time for this, Ava. And she's like, what do you mean it's not a good time for what? For pinging the pickaxe off of here harmlessly? Why not? Alright. Okay. I'm about to say, my light's on, right? Can't see shit. Stop, stop, stop. That was exactly where I wanted that to go, and apparently it was just not the right spot. Okay. I need you to game face for me here, Ava. Yeah, we're going down. See? Okay. I'm glad that happened. I am glad that happened, because I was absolutely going to lose a free solo run there. Maybe it's because I fell in the water originally. Let's try it one more time. Because if I can do this consistently, I want to. I knew the height was high enough to kill her, which is why I was so surprised that she survived it. Yeah. Yeah, see, I think you have to get really lucky to make that work. Okay, so we're not going to do that in the main run. Which is definitely for the best. Okay, so enough of that. The thermos is down there. What else was down there? Pit and scraps, which I absolutely don't care about. I don't know, probably some other stuff. Oh yeah, there was soup down there, I think. Anyway, this is where we're heading. Alright. She just does not care. Okay. Now, here's one of those where I'm like, what's the situation here? Why are we doing this? Like, why is my body completely locked here? There you go. Get some of that ankle, that blunt ankle force. You know, like that. Hitting it with the side of your foot. Close to what? Actually, don't answer that. Because it's definitely not close to the top of this. So I don't want to know. There we go. Oh, that's probably why I survived the fall and went unconscious in my free solo run. It was because, well, it might also be more likely for you to go unconscious in free solo, I'm not sure. But, because I fell in the water. Move. Move. Get in the way. Chat GPT looking ass. Get out of here. You know, 5 years ago we would have looked at this thing and considered it very advanced technology, but now we got LLMs, baby. Jeez, I cannot see a damn thing. Like, nothing. Okay. Ooh, there's one. Okay, that's what I was missing. Well. There we go. Good enough. Anytime I see this, I always think of... I think it's always James Cameron that I think of. Is it from, like... I think it's from, like, when he was doing his Titanic research. Or maybe it's one of the videos that he put out after the Ocean Gate tragedy. Which, I mean, even if nothing of societal value was lost in that, it was still a loss of human life. I think every engineer in the world appreciated what he was doing. They just also knew he was an idiot for how he was doing it. Remember, we don't speak ill of the dead, we just speak honestly. And he got what was his. That's for sure. Not that he deserved it, but he earned it, to say the least. You know, it's like... you don't get burned unless you touch the stove. The stove will not come after you and burn you. You have to touch the stove. Okay. Sorry? Was she just flashing red? Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait. Chalk. Hello? Oh, there it is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Might as well, so her tummy doesn't start growling. Yeah, you want to get high? Yeah, this will be fun. Okay. So we're heading that way. Honestly, I remember now. This makes it a little bit easier because it's so fucking dark in this cave that you can't see anything. Oops. There we go. Ah, that ain't it. Sound like a freaking Street Fighter death sound. She doesn't feel like standing here, so we're just gonna keep going. Though. Oh, wait. I'm gonna let go of this. Don't you fly off. There we go. Oh. That's not good. Ouch. My bad. Okay, well, this time I'll eat the mushroom before we even start heading up there. Should I? Yeah, might as well. But I also want to see... Okay, okay, I needed to go to the right. Go up right here. Maybe? No, that would have worked. I just needed to jump this way, I think. Or, better yet, don't climb up here. Go all the way left, and then climb up there. Yeah, I think that was the play. Okay. That's fine. Yum. Ho, 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 ho. Marco would be so proud of us. Getting fucked up and climbing anyway. If you ever do find yourself mountain climbing, don't do this. It is a cool effect. The echoing from breaking the ice. If you've ever been somewhere really fucking cold and like dry, or actually I guess it's only indoors that you hear echoes like this, not so much to do with it being dry. But there's a certain hardness to the air. Not like it's hard to breathe, it just like feels like a solid object. It doesn't feel like gas. The way it conducts sound. And I think, now that I'm thinking more about it, I think it's because of how ice warps sound. There. Oh hey, welcome back. Did you have a good time? Okay. And that's not a good hold, but she seemed okay with it. I think a lot of the time the contrast from my lamp ends up making it harder to see. But it kind of depends on like how I've been doing it. Like compared to those rainbow colors, it still has high enough contrast. Okay, don't know where to put this right now. That ain't it. Here we go. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There we go. Wait, why does one of the major trigonometric ratios share the name of the nasal cavity responsible for, like, mucus production? Anybody know? Not very often for math and medicine to overlap, coincidentally. I remember taking differential equations and being told that the sine of an angle can be approximated using the natural log of something. The natural log of a complex number, I think, which a complex number is something multiplied by the square root of -1. And I said, you know, math wasn't meant to make sense. That professor was absolutely insane. He was from New Zealand and called himself a Kiwi, which I think is a colloquialism for someone from New Zealand, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, we're not going to do this a second time. We're going to go over to the right this time. And we're not going to miss. Ready? Sorry, I know I don't give you guys much time to get ready. One there. Yep, get your feet up here. There you go. I mean, there's a few, like, really long RPGs that I wanted to do for the channel, but they're really long. They would end up being, like, 50-part episodes, and I may not have a lot going on in my life right now, but by that time I probably would. And I would like to finish as many of these series as I can before then. Let's do that. There you go. I'm coercing her upward with her foot on the wall. Okay. I mean, yeah, I absolutely could stand there. Is there any reason to? Yeah. Yeah, because I can go up right there. Oh, well, yeah, I guess this isn't quite, you know, on her 2 feet yet, is it? Alright, alright, we're starting to get into, like, wacky inflatable arm man territory. Alright, there we go. Untangle your damn feet. Alright. We good? I climb bot. Give him a little whistle. Okay. We're just gonna dip in here for a second. I still need to go up to the top. Oh, wait, it's right here.
All the lights are on you, Cammy.
That's their little Mount Cami that they have up here. If you look, there's what seems to be, well, something shooting off from the top of the mountain. Look! Oh, is this the troglodyte pitten? Yeah. It's indestructible. Yeah, whatever. We've conquered the rock, only the summit remains. Correct. And then I think if you do something, there's another item that shows up here. I don't know, I might be making that up. Okay, you just gotta climb this real quick. Because I believe there's another Edelweiss at the top. Maybe not, though. Maybe that's only in free solo, actually. But I do definitely remember there being one in free solo. Look at all that bloom. It could just give you a migraine, couldn't it? Yeah, There's no Edelweiss up here. I would try jumping down, but I've had a hard enough time getting up to this room. I'm not gonna risk dying in a silly way. This I can jump down from. Yeah, perfect.
I am so done!
Yeah, well, you'll survive. Okay. So, if we cut left here, I think this is just another room. Yeah, because we have to climb out of here. We don't just walk out. We are way up here, though, that's for sure. Well, what do you want me to do, game? You want me to go back down there and save again? Oh, actually, before I get too excited, let me refresh. How much more time do we have on this? Okay, so those are half gone. I want to save the chalky. How about... Yeah, how about some soup? Yeah, there we go. Soup's done. Up we go. Yeah, there's really not a good play there, is there? One of the trainings in the gym at the very beginning has you do a Spider-Man like crawl up into a corner. And so you do actually learn how to do that. I guess the training courses at the beginning are really what teaches you a lot of the climbing tech. Sick. And some nudes. Oh yeah, I remember this room. Bivy. It really feels like we're only 10 feet away from where we started, but we're actually like 50 feet up higher. Okay, I still only have 10, I'm gonna wait. Anything else to recycle? Not yet. Where's that soup? Oh, I drank all the soup. The tomato is small. If anything, I should make something with the plantain. There you go, let's flambe some plants. Eat that. Oh. That's interesting. I didn't know you could make that. Flambéed tomatoes, on the other hand. Now that would make a daiquiri. What all can I put this in? I think it's gonna ruin this if I put sugar in it. Yeah. Just make some sweet water, I guess. Never thought about it. Or does it make it like syrup or something? Extra sweet, clear water. Oh, it gives you the boost from the sugar. I see. Isn't that the exact same boost that you get just by eating the sugar? But I guess that way you can put it in your Your flask. Move some stuff around real quick. That's cool. I didn't know you could make the medicine. Makes sense though. An herbal reduction with a base of alcohol, that'll definitely do something to your body. Might even be a good thing. Get Climbot started up again. Alright, folks. We're getting there. I'm gonna use the rappel, because I don't want to go... I don't think there's anything down here for me. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think this might be an alternate way up. So, I want to walk as far as I can before I decide if I'm actually gonna go down here or not. I mean, yeah, I guess this is fine.
Climbot? Oh, whatever. I'll just get started without you.
We'll catch up. Remember, folks, don't get sentimental with your robots just because they act like they're alive. At least wait until Sam Altman figures out how to put his brain inside of one. And then still don't respect it, because it'll be Sam Altman's brain. I did hear some interesting discussions about whether or not OpenAI could be liable for the felony crime that their unreleased version of GPT committed. They're doing a whole lot of fucking around and not a whole lot of finding out. And I'm wondering when the finding out is going to start. Because they bragged about that. As like, look at what our rogue AI can do. Because they're so certain that they're not going to get penalized for it. Would be absolute gold. If, well, but kind of begs the question. How do you penalize an organization that size, especially in the US where a corporate entity is considered its own, like, legal entity, which just, you know, makes all these shitheads able to act like they're not accountable for their own decisions. Decades of your Congress being bought out by wealthy people, it'll do it. It really is a damn shame. Science used to be about science, not about money. I mean, it was always about money to an extent, but, like, Bill Gates became the richest man in the world because he created things that made him the richest man in the world, not because he played money games and manipulated the law and cheated, basically. We have strayed a long way from the days of Microsoft and Apple, that's for sure. And yeah, if you go cherry pick certain statements and actions, you could make either Steve Jobs or Bill Gates look like demons. But truly, they're both genuinely, like, invested people who just wanted to make the best product they could. Bill Gates is still, as far as I know, supporting, well, actually, no, I guess the last time I read about that was several years ago, but they were using AI, but not the AI that we see today, to control lasers and zap mosquitoes in malaria-infested areas. And that's the kind of thing that he was doing with his money. Now, you gotta ask Melinda about this whole debacle with Mr. Jeffrey, but if that turned out to be true, that'd be a damn shame, because I certainly thought Bill was better than that. But I've already been so disillusioned from the tech industry that I wouldn't be surprised. Not terribly, anyway. But, yeah, it's like, to an extent, I kind of get where Ava's coming from, where it's just like, her trade, right? Her art of being a mountain climber, her craft, although she's not making things, it's her job, right? It's what she does. And she certainly identifies with it. It's not what she signed up for anymore. It's all about exploiting her for attention and having sponsors and, like, checking boxes instead of, you know, climbing the mountain, which is what she wants to do. I got into programming because I wanted to program, not... Well... No, that's something I won't talk about. Programming is just a lot different from how it was when I was in school. One of the many times that I've been in school.
Okay.
Yep, shake it
Good.
off. We aren't even close.
Hang tough, Climbot.
Oh, another thing that I was going to try on the channel is, wind, is, some Kaizo Mario ROM hacks. I think as long as I'm not at GDQ, I'm allowed to call it a ROM hack. Nintendo won't sue me. But also, I'm not playing them, so it's just a term at that point. I think we're still allowed to say words, right? They haven't banned that yet. Gonna give it a couple more weeks. Well, shit. Sure would have been a lot easier to go up that way, huh? In fact, I would argue that this is damn near impossible to go up this way, so... Heading back. We're gonna get a whoosh at, like, the worst possible time.
Come on.
You come on. But there's one in particular called Invictus that came out in, like, 2018 by this guy named Jez Cook. Might not stream anymore. I think he was in college at the time, and that was, 8 years ago. But it's an entirely custom Super Mario World. They're called ROM hacks. Basically, Kaizo is Japanese for reorganize or something like that. And it's literally that. They just take Mario assets and put them all over the damn place. They're extremely difficult. Like, people that play Kaizo Mario do so exclusively a lot of the time. But maybe after Celeste, actually. Yeah, maybe after Celeste I'll think about some Kaizo Mario. Celeste is made by someone named Madeline... What's her last name? I don't remember. She was known as Matthew when I originally played her games in 2006 or so. There were a couple of online platformers called Jumper. Jumper 2, Jumper 3 were the two that I played. The first Jumper was pretty primitive, but they were extremely difficult. And then I just kind of forgot about the studio, which was called Matt Makes Games, now Maddie Makes Games. And then all of a sudden, Celeste comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, holy shit, that's Matt Makes Games. What are they doing? So, in case you're curious about where the Celeste creator got their chops, you can go to the same website, although it's changed to MADDY. You can go to that website and download Jumper 2. And that is the game that occupied my programming classes in high school. Perhaps you can start to see why my conception of computer science was a bit skewed. Alright, well, I guess I could just... No? Well. Okay. That's not your chalk bag. That's someone else's chalk bag that you stole. Yeah, let's get some focus. I want to make room for this garlic anyway. Use the mouse. Okay, where are we going? Bit of an unfortunate time to see that bivouac point over there, but it's alright. Oh. Well, that's progress. Why would I go up here? Another safe spot. Okay. But why would I go there? Just to save? Heck with that. Ugh. There you go. See how flat I can get her on the ground before she decides to climb it. Oh well, I'm already all the way up here, so I'll just go to the bivouac. You know I want to. mind, I see it now. There you go. Cool. Oh, I didn't warm up my stuff while we were over there. Oh well. Look at what? Oh. Oh. Kami allow us to remember each other. Loneliness is a temporary companion. Might be lifelong, but what's the difference? Why? Why is it my business to cut this? Bye-bye. DoorDash. Off to deliver that lunchbox. Ah. I see. Holy shit, that jump. What are you thinking of it? Alright. You can see back behind us there was a really spiky wall over there. That's the last one before the summit. Yeah, that cave back there was our last major challenge before the summit wall. Turn it around and get Climbot restarted there. Alright, heading to cook. I don't need to cook. I'm about to walk over to somewhere where I'll be refilling on everything. So we're gonna keep going. Episode length doesn't really matter all that much. The secret. Oh, there is a cairn up here. Yeah. There's your summit wall. Doesn't it just look like a fucking treat? It is. Promise you that. Right, Ava. Long way down. I guess this is how you get down on free solo, is there's like a whole sequence of steps you can go down. I was afraid you would like have to have rappel in order to get down here. which it looks like it would be much easier to do it with rappel starting here. Okay. Wait, I like that. So what if I, like, stretch that out to right there? Get you down to there. No problem. Were you worried? I wasn't worried. Oh, grabbed the wrong limb. Chill out, Otto. Wait. There's nowhere for me to climb here. Oh well. Let's see if I can do this. That's still death. I thought for a second that maybe I could survive a fall, but I'm glad I checked before I let her fall. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, we're not that high up here. Beg your fucking pardon? What was that all about? How is she doing this effortlessly right now? That doesn't even make sense. Maybe when her body freaked out, some number got set to 0 that isn't supposed to be. Here we are. There's the summit. I think this is the first time you can actually see the summit since the beginning of the game. Up until now, I think we've been looking at these. But there's your summit. And starting at the top of this wall is the summit. No one ever comes up here, so kind of makes sense that there wouldn't be any, or that no one's going to maintain the bridge. Man, she can jump. Forgot about this guy. I have a clip somewhere of me actually going all the way out there to that guy. I don't remember water. Oh no, it was this one. Yeah, I didn't go out to him. It was this one. But I don't remember if he gave me anything or not. Alright, let's get the next checkpoint. Hello? Ah, that's right.
Marco,
Ava!
Reaching the end of our ascent.
you're alive.
Hey, Marco.
Kind of, yeah.
What are you doing here? I thought... I hoped you'd gone back down. What is this place?
We're in Grandpa's shelter. He brought me here. I was in pretty bad shape.
You should have gone back down.
Couldn't bring myself to do it. Your pep talks are working, apparently.
That's not a good thing, Marco.
I'm sorry.
Lucky for me, Grandpa was watching from afar. And he brought me back here.
Who's Grandpa? Hello?
This is Ava. I told you she would come this
See
way.
his scars.
Sit down, little one. You must be starving. I heard about you, kid. Your stories preceded even Marco.
You live here? How long has it been?
I'd say 12 years. I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
At first I counted the days very carefully. But today, it doesn't seem to matter as much.
12 years. This scar. Are you telling me that you're Damas Alfatri? Can you believe it, Marco? Damas Alfatri is standing right here in front of us.
I don't know who that is. Sorry. He must have been famous in your day, but you're the oldest climber I know.
Hey, I followed your ascent in the newspapers. We thought we'd lost you.
You did.
Why didn't you come back down?
When I started climbing, Camille, I was like you. I thought I could do it. Or I should say, I couldn't see myself failing. If I came down today, that would be a total failure. But if I remain on the wall, even in between, that means I haven't given up completely. I need to hold on to that hope. Or else, I'll go insane.
Given up what? The summit? You mean you haven't tried getting to the top?
Did you look at that?
You have to listen to what he has to say. And please, don't get mad.
What are you talking about?
Let me show you. This refuge is the highest point you'll reach. No one has ever been higher. Like for all of us, this is the end of your journey.
With all due respect, you have no idea what I'm able to do. Just because you weren't up to snuff doesn't mean that I won't make it. There has to be a way.
Tell that to all those who died trying, and all those who came back down, defeated.
Ava, be reasonable.
Oh, I know who that
It's
is.
too dangerous, even for you.
Climbing grades become meaningless about this point. The ice is crumbly no matter what time of the year, and whole sections shear off regularly. Edges are sharp enough to slash ropes and hands. Any hold could fall apart. I've seen 3 outcomes for everyone who attempted to go up. They either end up at the bottom of the gorge, or an ice spike planted through the head, or frozen to death as they stubbornly kept trying.
Okay, we'll be over there. Take some time to gather your thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. This isn't the final impasse, by the way. They just don't know what's after this, because no one's gone higher.
You know, when I went to see the wall up above us, its absurd difficulty, I came back down feeling relieved.
Because you're finally allowed to give up.
So you've made it as far as you can go.
Exactly.
I'm not like you, Marco. The mountain is in my gut. deep inside.
No. I think the mountain is all in your head, like a disease that's eating at you. You can heal if you want to.
So you've made your decision?
Haven't you? Would you rather stay here, stuck between the ground and the summit? Like that old man?
I don't know. Things are so easy here. The goal is clear. It's a climb that's entirely up to me. Exactly what I can't have in life down below.
You know, you have like-minded folks down there? They're called humans. Not sure if you've heard of them. From up here, they're these tiny little critters, no bigger than ants. Quite endearing, though.
They can't give me what the mountain gives me.
What if you stop climbing?
I don't know anything else.
You could learn.
Maybe.
There's a room right over there. I'd like you to see it.
What's in there?
My last attempt at convincing you to come back down. Over 12 years, Grandpa's had plenty of visitors who tried to climb the summit. He amassed quite a collection.
A collection of what?
You'll see.
Of ours. Climbers who kept climbing and died. People who went through the same places we did. Who arrived here wondering whether they should continue or turn around. Check out what's in that room. It's a reminder that the mountain always wins in the end.
Everything's impossible until someone does it. But does it have to be her? I mean, then what? Yeah. Yeah. See the mold.
Did you know that there's a radio telephone in here? Do you know if it works? Naomi? Naomi, it's me. I just had to. Naomi, Naomi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Someone can.
Look, I just wanted to tell you that I've been thinking about what you said, you know. About why I'm doing all of this. And I guess I tried to find an answer that you could hear. And I oh fuck! I don't know why. Oh, I wish I knew. I don't.
I I've had this exact same
I just
breakdown.
don't.
And yeah. Because you fundamentally don't understand yourself.
Ava.
You don't know why you do what you do.
Ava. It's time. Grandpa told me the skies will be clear for the next 72 hours. This is our chance.
Oh,
Imagine
okay.
that. 3 days
I'll wait for
without
you by the
fucking rain.
entrance.
Well, have a quick look around. Oh yeah, the honey. Never even found any honey. There were bees way down at the start. All my cold chocolate eggs. Bet they're frozen now. I don't think I'm really going to be able to fit that in here. Oh, never mind. Just throw a bunch of stuff down toward the bottom and then hit it anyway. The disappearance of Dama Salfatri. Our thoughts are with his family. And he just stayed here. Seems he also destroyed or decommissioned his Climebot. Which, by the way, that was multiple days ago now that Ava destroyed the antenna on her Climebot. Nah, the cooked trout isn't going to happen. Hang on. His journal. I said my goodbyes to everyone. I guess there wasn't much jostling at the door either. Did say goodbye to the brothers. Good. See you soon. We'll have a nice meal when you get back. Day 3. Picked up by a truck driver. Oh, a woman. Cool. Dropped me off in the evening, staying at the cabin, waiting for optimal conditions. Okay. First walls of Cami. Not going to starve. That's right. Old cable car. Staying out of the rain. Oh, it's just like going through the entire mountain that we've gone up. Huge statue, the Cami deity. Yeah. And then the lake. The lake where we met Marco. Or, well, I guess we met Marco on the wall, but that was where we spent the first night with him. Whew. Adding another scar. There you go. We also skipped that. Yeah. Still a long way to go. That's right. The snow-covered dome. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair, yeah. 3 weeks. I mean... I mustn't give up so quickly. How high could they go? 3 days. Brutal avalanches. Changes the routes and opens new possibilities. Lure in a goat for milk. This is brilliant. I have notes like that in my notebook. And then he left. Ah. Jeez. They stay a while, they go, they die. Ooh. And so he just stays here. And goat. It looks like... Actually don't know what that is. I thought it looked like a radio signal, but... Is it a timeline? There seem to be events. Oh yeah. This room. Real nice of Ava to break their radio. Oh boy.
A collection of us.
Indeed.
Damn, that's a lot.
It is a lot. Like a lot. Bunch of busted pittons. Well, we know what our answer has to be. But I wonder... What's the likelihood that Ava would actually go back down? I mean... Is she ready to try to actually live her life? When it's all kind of been... just chosen for her? Not to say that she did it out of, like, laziness. It just was decided for her. It's the whole, like, you will study, you will do perfectly in school. Oof. Splash might not be quite accurate. Roped party, 3. It's the problem with roped ones. If one falls, so do the others. Yep. Yep. Imagine. I can't imagine. Especially being the one that fell. Because, yeah, you fall, everyone falls. He was naked. Jeez. Icy spike right in the chest. Oh, man. A reasonable climber. She tried 3 times and then came back down. Good for her. She didn't die. Well, she might have died anyway. That could have been Anita, which is the missing hiker. So I'll go ahead and say it. You can go back down here. You can end the game here, and you can go back down with Marco. I haven't done it, and this isn't the time to do it. Not when we have a challenge run coming up for free solo. But it is tempting. At least story-wise, I wish that's how it would end. Because, to me, that's what Ava needs. She needs to go find out who she wanted to be for her entire life. She does this because she's good at it, and because she's always done it. But then, after weeks of being on this mountain, I guess 9 days of being on this mountain, she finally realizes she has no idea why she's doing this. Because she hasn't been living her life. She's been living a life. She's been playing a part on other people's behalf. And she's really good at it. She's really good at playing that part. And it's comfortable. And it feels safe. But now it very well could kill her. We'll have a little bit more cooking to do before we resume the climb here. But, I mean, this is it. We're going up the mountain. some more milk. I don't even know what this will make. Oh, yeah. Isn't this... I think this is literally what I did last time. I mixed a bunch of syrup with booze, and I made a daiquiri. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we didn't end up getting the thermos, which could become inconvenient once we start getting up there. Is this gonna make more medicine, probably? Yeah. Look at all that crap. Maybe I'll use these once we're up on the summit. Give Ava some time to really reflect on what we're doing. Well, I think for the sake of me stepping away and not sweating through my snow coat here, we will call this an episode. We got 2 hours under our belt. We're at the summit. Next episode will be the last one. Looking at Ava, she seems okay. I don't think that someone like Ava would stop at this point. You've spent your entire life doing what felt natural, and now you realize that that beaten path was... that it never resonated with you. This is actually the same, like, crisis. I'll call it a crisis, because that's what it turns out to be. The same crisis that I went through over the past year. This wasn't my intention behind playing this game. I actually forgot how much it might relate. But when your attention is put on something specific from a young age, you don't think to question it. Ava says that her dad put her on the wall when she was 3. My hobbies and general direction of career were essentially decided for me by the time I was 5. And it's only been over the past few years that I've really started to question it. And I look at Ava. She just now had the first realization. She just now had the breakdown and the realization of, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's a lot of different directions that train of thought can go, but nearly all of them are destructive. How do you think differently when you've only thought one way? It's like knowing what you don't know. You can't. Your brain works the way it works. You can meta-analyze your thoughts, but you can't change them outright. It takes a lot of time, a lot of conditioning, a lot of effort, a lot of focus, a lot of consistency, and a lot of patience. Does Ava sound like the person that has those things? Does she have the time right now to make those changes? Marco talks about her being one of the oldest climbers, or the oldest climber he knows. Not one of, the oldest climber. She's a celebrity in her sort of sunset years as far as being a celebrity goes. She comes up here and meets Damas, the other climber. He's very old. He's not going up there. He's definitely too old to change his mind. But if Ava is, say, 40, in her 40s, technically that's only half of your life over. But as I'm starting to learn, far too late, but as I'm starting to learn, your life is restricted a lot by the time you die. You don't have 80 years of life to live and to decide what you're going to do. You have far fewer than that. Ava's kind of getting to the end of that time. But you only get one life. And so do you stick with what you know? The pain that you're comfortable with? Or do you risk seeking something else? Something that you may fail horribly at. Something that will be uncomfortable. And new. And scary. You'll have a lot of uncertainty in your life that you've never had before. The safety that she feels knowing that she's a professional rock climber, that safety's gone if you decide to go, I don't know, teach English. It's not looking good for Ava. That's it for me. I think there's a lot to ponder here. I carried on a lot back at the Palace of Wind about sort of manifesting your own path, deciding what you want to do, really deciding, really thinking, questioning the life you have now, and just realize you only get to do this once. Even if you believe in reincarnation, even if you believe in having memories from past lives, your consciousness right now only exists one time. You only get to live this life one time. And you don't get to redo it. If she falls off this mountain and dies, it's over. Every memory from birth until death, snuffed. Gone. Why? Because she wanted the gratification of being the first one to reach the most dangerous summit in the world? A feat that would impress people, but at the cost of her relationship with her partner. I mean, at this point, she's probably lost the relationship with her manager as well, but you can't know that because she cut him off. And when people are struggling, when people are in that dark place that Ava's now finding herself in, which again, you can't really see it on the outside here, but putting it all together, she's got a mental storm coming one way or another. And when people get that way, sometimes they look for help, if they're the type. I wasn't the type, and I tried to handle it all myself. That's why I think I know. That's why I think I understand what's going to happen here. Okay. That's it for me. I'm going to go cool off a little bit, and then we'll get nice and bundled up for the climb to the summit. And then ultimately we will reach the peak. So, I'll see you guys then. Take care of yourselves. Don't go climb mountains unless you know that's what you want to do. And if you're unhappy with what you're doing, you don't have to do it. If what you're doing right now is too hard, that's okay. You don't have to do hard things. You don't. It doesn't make you lazy. It doesn't make you less valuable. It means that you prioritize other things, and I would encourage you to seek those. Find what it is that you do enjoy, because there is no person out there that does not enjoy anything. I thought I was one of them that didn't enjoy anything. And while I haven't found everything that I enjoy, I have found some things. And it's focusing on those things that will alleviate that weight, that pressure, that, to put it simply, unhappiness. So if you haven't ever, or if you haven't recently, we live in very stressful times right now. Just take a seat outside. Breathe. And ask yourself if what you're doing is what you want to be doing. Ava can't, in my opinion. It's too late. Anyone can, right? But when you have assumed an identity that's not your own for your entire life, the walls that are built in your head to justify the way that you live are so great, so dense. Your entire life relies on those walls. And if you suddenly start to remove them, the people that have taken them for granted will turn on you. Her partner, her sponsors, her manager will all resent her if she decides to give up on this. I don't know that that's what she's thinking about, but it would happen. They would say they're glad to see her before they go their separate ways. Okay, that's really it. I'm gonna go. I will resume this shortly, and we'll wrap up Cairn. So, take care, have some water, have some sleep. I have not been sleeping again, but we're gonna work on it. Insomnia is a part of sobriety, is what I've learned. Especially when your lack of sobriety assisted you with sleep. So, be patient with yourselves, be compassionate with yourselves, love each other, love me. If you want. I would say I love you. I don't know you, but I hope that you're happy. And if you're not, I hope that you realize that you have the power to change if you want to, if you choose to. And if you're ever in doubt, this is exactly what therapists are for, is to ask you these questions. To present you with new ideas, to challenge your preconceptions about yourself, about your career, about the relationships that you've made. You may discover that your relations to your family were fundamentally flawed from birth. You may discover that every intimate relationship you've had exploited you in one way or another. Why would you know that? How could you know that unless someone talks you through it? Find a professional if you think that these things apply to you. Or do it anyway, because you never know. There's no single right answer. The point is to probe your mind and see what happens. We all deserve to be the best that we can be, and we all deserve to be loved and to be content with our lives. But we have to get it. Stay open-minded. Stay patient. And take care. Bye for now.